Hey guys, it's Michael. I have a quick update for you on the second stimulus package from the White House. Earlier today with Bloomberg Radio, top White House officials spoke about the second stimulus package, a specific timeline on when they expect it to be passed, and the total dollar amount of the second stimulus package. They also go into specific details of who can expect to receive money, whether that's direct stimulus checks, money for childcare, and other aspects of the package. But before we get into it, I want to remind you guys that I'll be announcing today's $50 free stock giveaway winner at the end of today's video. So if you've commented on any of my previous videos or you like my video and are subscribed to my channel, then please be sure to stick around until the end of today's video because you very well could have won the $50 free stock giveaway. If you didn't win, don't worry, you could still go ahead and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Anyways, let's get right into it and let's go over what these top White House officials said in the interview earlier this morning with Bloomberg Radio. So according to Vice President Mike Pence's top aide in an interview this morning with Bloomberg Radio, he said that the White House wants Congress to pass another stimulus package by the first week of August, before lawmakers head home for the August recess, their annual summer recess, and to keep the cost at $1 trillion or less. Marc, Pence's chief of staff, in the interview with Bloomberg Radio said, "I think we want to make sure that people that are still unemployed or people who are still hurting are protected, but at the same time, we want to take into consideration the fact that the economy is bouncing back, things are getting better, and we want to try and contain the amount of spending in the second stimulus package." Essentially, what he's saying is they don't want to waste money, they don't want to spend more than they have to, and give people money who don't need it. They want to make sure it is focused on getting the money to the people who need the money the most. They don't want to waste any more money in the second stimulus package. He said, "There's obviously been a lot of stimulus put into the system in the last couple of bills and the last couple of months. And so the price tag for us would be hovering around that $1 trillion. They don't really want to spend much more and add to the U.S. deficit." This is good news because it is in line with what Mitch McConnell said a couple of weeks ago when he said the second stimulus package would be no more than $1 trillion. So now we know Senate Republicans and the White House are all on the same page about the second stimulus package, so we'll have to see what they propose and what happens moving forward. Later in this interview, Marc goes on to explain how the White House and lawmakers are set to intensify talks on the second stimulus package. They're going to start picking up debates, start talking about it more when they come back from the July 4th recess. On July 20th, Trump administration officials have been looking at this $1 trillion target for a while, as long as Senate Republicans, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Marc goes on to explain how the House is scheduled to begin its August recess on August 3rd. Right now they're on July recess. They come back on July 20th, and then on August 3rd, the House goes into its August recess. And he says the Senate will go into their August recess 1 week after the House does. So he said that is when we can expect to see a second stimulus package passed by. He said Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said earlier today that he wants Congress to complete work on the next phase of stimulus by this August recess. They all want to make sure it gets passed by then because then they go on a break for an entire month and they need to make sure money is there to support those people who don't have a steady stream of income and don't have jobs right now. He said by that timetable, we want to have a stimulus package on the president's desk ready to sign by August 3rd. Then he goes on to explain how President Trump and senior White House officials have been talking heavily about a payroll tax cut, liability for small businesses, tax incentives for businesses, and a potential back-to-work bonus, as well as other direct stimulus measures are a priority for the White House administration in the next stimulus package. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that while the White House administration is pushing for all of these items, they are not the people who write up the initial bill. The president will sign off on the bill after it is proposed by either the House or the Senate, and they debate and agree on a bill. So while the president may want all of these things, it doesn't necessarily mean all of them will be included because the original bill will come out of either the House or the Senate first. Marc Short goes on to explain how the White House views liability protections in the second stimulus package as essential for companies to bring back workers and fully reopen the economy. We heard this from Mitch McConnell earlier today, and we've heard this from a number of other officials, how in order for the economy to recover, we need to see protections for businesses to prevent them from getting sued when they reopen. This has been a major point of discussion for a while now. Moving on, Tyler Godspeed, who is the acting chairman of the President's Council of Economic Advisors, said in a separate interview with Bloomberg Radio that the administration wants to be sure it's striking the right balance between income replacement on the one hand and ensuring that we don't have excessively high implicit tax rates on the return to work on the other hand. So what he means by this is that it can't be more lucrative for people to stay at home than to go to work. We've heard this from multiple people, but this has to do with the $600 per week or $2,400 per month enhanced unemployment benefits, these weekly stimulus checks. He says that we need to make sure we're incentivizing people to go to work, and they need to make more money by going to work than simply staying at home and collecting these stimulus payments. He goes on to explain how they may need to support the people who are unemployed with either reduced unemployment benefits or other stimulus payments, but they simply can't keep them at the $600 per week or $2,400 per month, because then there will be no way the economy can fully recover, because people won't want to go back to work because they can make more money sitting at home doing what they want. And then finally, Ohio Republican Brad Wenstrup, a member of the House's Tax Writing Committee, said the second stimulus package should address the ability of working parents to find childcare and helping schools to reopen. We've heard this from a lot of top economists who have been saying that in order for us to see a full recovery, in order for the economy to start recovering, there needs to be additional support for childcare. A lot of people are saying that this is the biggest roadblock we are facing right now in order for us to see a full recovery. He goes on to say how we have a shortage of daycare providers right now, and he said, I'm going to look for incentives for those types of programs moving forward in the second stimulus package. So this is all good news right now. They said with the timeline, we can expect to see a second stimulus package on the president's desk by August 3rd, before the House and the Senate go away for August recess, their summer recess. So this is good news on the timeline. They also spoke about specific aspects of what we can see, such as direct stimulus, childcare, liability protections for businesses, as well as supporting those people who are unemployed and don't have jobs right now. They didn't get into too many specific details about how and what types of payments we could expect to receive for the people who are unemployed, but they did get into other aspects. If you're interested in watching more about what Mitch McConnell said in an interview earlier yesterday, I'll link that video down below. He goes over specific details of what he wants to see in the second stimulus package and how it'll be targeted at people who make $40,000 a year or less. Anyways, that is just a quick update for you from White House officials on Bloomberg Radio on the second stimulus package. Now let's get into the $50 free stock giveaway winner. So the winner is this person right here. Congratulations. Thank you everyone who commented on my videos and subscribed to my channel. They really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Anyways, don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Join our Power of Finance investors group if you're interested in the stock market investing or how to make money in general. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.